I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. Do you know what it is? Do you know what the lyrics is? Do you know what song this is coming from? Sometimes they say, you gotta catch them all. And it's not chlamydia. Well, today in this video, I want to do the very best. This is why I want to share this video to you guys, because I did my best into getting an amazing provision score, 7,557. In here, as you can see, the MVP for provision score, most valuable player, Shinchi 42. Check this game out. This is called Stack Up or Dive Trying. All right, what the goal is for this game is to make sure that you're building up and not drown, basically. So we have a free code for you guys to get this. You can download this on Steam. We'll definitely give you some access to it. Just reach us out on Facebook, and actually you need to follow Facebook, and we'll, if you guys message us, we will definitely give you, we have a few remaining in here for gift codes, so if you're interested to play it, we'll be able to give first come first serve. So follow our Facebook, Shinchi42 Gaming. Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back, rockers, habibi, amigo, kaibigan, or kaibigan, I don't know. Today I'm gonna show you what I did. I made some changes from the previous Ark of Osiris battle that we did. I do need to edit this video still. I have it recorded. We lost against the SW Smash Squad, but this is our first time to be participating here with a 14-12. A lot of new players, a lot of new chemistry, trying to build up in here. But in the last round, when I participated for the individual statistics in here, you can see I wasn't the top here. I wasn't MVP for provision. It was Vodka RVNG. In the individual statistics in here, I did only, as you can see, provision score 3875. And I have totally increased that insane to 7,557. What are some of the things that I did to help me with this? Now, my friends, of course, I cannot tell you the entire strategy that I have done, but I will tell you a little bit about it. And you have to kind of figure out some of the things along the way. One of the reasons why I can't tell you the strategies that I've done is because I need to protect my asset as well, because I am going to be competing with some of you guys eventually. And of course, I need to do my best to win against you guys. So in today's video, there's a few things that I can share that are going to help you as well to succeed in gathering more resources in your kingdom, and as well as gathering more provision points in Ark of Osiris. So today, we're going to look into some of the gatherer commanders that I am using as a primary commander. This is going to help you big time, not just for Ark of Osiris, but also for gathering in the kingdom. If there's an event for gathering, this is going to help you out as well, and just in general to get more resources as well. So first, let me go and collect my resources here. Let me go and gather resources in here, and there's only like 9 million there. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring my march here, and I've talked about this previously, using Joan of Arc and Seondeok. This is a great combination. Honestly, hold on. This is the best combination that you can do when you are going to be gathering resources, especially for when it comes to gold. The great thing about using Seondeok, she has that bonus. And as you can see in here in the caravan, you can see some big bonuses in here, right? You see some of these big bonuses is really coming from Seondeok. And every single bonus is so important for your success. For Seondeok in here, it says, grants an additional 10% resources when gathering is complete. So using Seondeok as a secondary commander, so getting Seondeok as a secondary commander is really going to help you out a lot, not just for the Ark of Osiris, but as well, if you are gathering gold, we've talked about this previously, Joan of Arc and Seondeok is the ultimate meta when it comes to gathering resources. You gotta try it. This is the meta. Because why I say this, because this is going to be the best. Some people have said as well, using Matilda of Flanders. This one also give you 10% resource bonus upon completion of gathering. But when it comes to like gold, you want to really use Seondeok, because in here there's really no gold bonus. It's not really going to help you out for that one. It does give you stone, food, and wood, so that's going to help you out if you're gathering those type of resources. But when it comes to gold, you want to use Seondeok. But when it comes to the Ark, then you can definitely use Matilda of Flanders. Now, you know you can get Seondeok using this chest item, right? So with this one, I'm going to be claiming 79 Seondeok chests through the Commander Sculpture chest, and we're going to be maxing Seondeok. So this is before I started the Ark of Osiris. My Seondeok wasn't maxed out, so I'm like, super excited. I was like ready to test this out, and this made a huge difference in here. You can get Seondeok from the gold key. You can get Seondeok from this chest. You can get her just by doing the events. It's totally free. So this is not something where, the free-to-plays are limited to. The free-to-play, the low spender can definitely get Seondeok. So here's some of the changes that I have done that you can also do to yourself, to your account. As you can see with my primary commander, Joan of Arc, what I have done is I have crafted gears, ensured that I would get special talents. So as you can see right now, with Joan of Arc, everything is special talent except for my Claw of the Forest Guardian, which I really need to, craft this again and get a special talent for integration. So when you do this, you're getting really good benefit, allows you to gather so much faster. When you're gathering so much faster, you're getting more resources faster with the time that you need. This is going to help you with the kingdom as well in gathering gold or other resources, and as well as in the Ark of Osiris as well. So another commander, the primary commander that I use is Sarka as well. So as you can see, we have some expertise as well. Not everything is expertise into integration in here, having that special talent, but I'm slowly building it up to that one. But as you can see, the combination really is good in here with Joan of Arc, which I need to change the Sarka setup in here to the same as Joan of Arc. What you want to do is you want to have 4 of these guardians, right? This guardian set is going to give you plus 5% extra resources from gathering. 5%, right? You need 4 of that, and then you need 2 of the harvester. So you need to do the same setup as I have currently. When you're doing the harvester, once you have the 2 sets in here, you're going to get gathering speed plus 10%. You don't really need the 20% extra load if you are playing in the Ark of Osiris. My setup is mainly for Ark of Osiris. If you're doing for like, MGE stuff, yeah, you want to have that troop load, then that will work for you. If you're in the non-season of conquest event, then you can also increase the troop load. That will help you as well before KVK, and gather all those resources and collect them once the KVK starts. So that's going to be in the situations if you are not in the season of conquest. So those are some of the minor things that I have done to work onto my commanders in here for gathering. Majority of all of these gatherers in here, you can get them through the golden chest in here. Not the VIP shop. You can get them here into the tavern, golden chest. By opening these, you can get some of the really, really good gatherer commanders, and relatively easy if you just participate in doing your events in here in ROK. Now, did you notice something very unusual in my gear with Joan of Arc? And yes, if you paid attention and you said, yeah, I realize it, Shin, it is actually the flag, the Call of the Loyal. Now, why do I have the Call of the Loyal for a gatherer? Well, there's a reason for that. In Ark of Osiris, movement speed is critical. Movement speed is so important for you to go into point A to point B. In Ark of Osiris, the time, you only have an hour. You need to get everything done. This is why I have built the Call of the Loyal for my gatherer, so that I can take the gathering way seriously, and it's going to give my march plus 5%. And as you can see in here, on our favorites in here, This is one of the reasons why we were able to gain a good amount of provision score, is because of our movement speed with Joan of Arc. Now, my Sarka does not have the Call of the Loyal yet. I am considering to building another Call of the Loyal just so I can take this gathering way too seriously. And this is something that I really enjoy, and I like the role that I am in with the Ark. So I need to work on Sarka as well. So there's a lot of things in here that you can optimize and you can do. If you're looking for like a good gatherer as well, Ishida Mitsunari as well as a good gatherer in here. Going to be really primarily focused onto food. So if you're like infantry main, you definitely want to have that, Ishida Mitsunari for food. If you can do stone and wood, it gives you 20%, but really optimizes on food. So the best thing in here is you need to look at the stats of the commanders and which commanders are going to give you the most benefit per hour or percentage wise when it comes to like specific types of resources here. So here's some trick that what most people do, like the really, really good farmers, right? What they would do is they would bring in a big load and go gather a lot of resources. All right. So let's say I send out, for example, in here, let's bring our troops back, and I'll give you like a good example. Actually, just hypothetically, if I have, a gatherer in here, like I'm going to click gather in here. Let's say I'm going to gather with Tao Tao. As you can see, this load, right? A lot of load. So if you do a normal preset with the intelligence feature of Rise of Kingdoms, it's only going to give you the bare minimum. All right. So here's the trick. So if I click this and I click gather in here, all right, this is going to give me the bare minimum, right? 13K. So 763K. So how much is that? 756, right? So it's just giving me the bare minimum in here to get it, right? So what you can do is actually you can increase that load. You can see now it's 5 mil, all right? 5 mil. So let's say I'm gathering like that, right? So you can see how fast that movement speed is because I have that Call of the Loyal. So if I'm gathering, in here with this node, you can do one thing, all right? You can do a few things in here. Set up a timer on your phone. So as you can see, as I'm gathering in here, and I'm going to go and click this, you can see it's going to take 1 hour, 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to set up a time at 1 hour and 10 minutes. And then the next 5 minutes, I'm just going to watch it until it finishes, right? Or another thing is that you enable your notification in your game. But when you enable the notification in your game, it's like whenever it comes back to your base. You don't want to do that. If you want to efficiently try to farm, what you need to do is like you farm out away. And then what you can do is like when it's done, instead of going back home, the travel time going back home, right? The travel time going back home takes so much time. Like you're wasting, let's say, hypothetically, this is going to be another 15 seconds. What if I cut down to 15 seconds? Because every time I come back to the base, that's 15 seconds. And I come out of the base another 15 seconds or more. What if I do, instead of coming back to the base, I just go and hop onto another node? When this thing is finished, now my travel time to going back to base is only once. When that happens, when I fill up all my resources in here, right? This is going to be a pro tip. This is a dedication for players. This is not something that every single player can do. Definitely not something that I can do because I don't have the time for it. But I know some players do this and they have such dedication to their gathering. And this is what they do. They do not go home because that's very inefficient. In this game, efficiency is crucial. If you want to spend less money into the game and gather a lot of resources, efficiency is very, very important. So going back home like that, that's like, maybe this is 15 seconds. That might be 20 seconds. So imagine that I just went out 15 seconds. I went back 15 seconds. So that's, 30, that's 30 seconds already. And then I'm coming back out maybe about 45, maybe let's say a minute in here going back there, and then coming back a minute. That's already like 2 minutes lost in there. So, but if I do coming out here for 15 seconds, all right, and then just gathering here, and then I come back from here to there, then it's going to be 1 minute. So it's just going to be 1 minute and 15 seconds. Saves you so much time from going to point A to point B. So my tip for you is set up a timer if you really want to take this seriously, and just hop onto nodes as you finish them. And that's how you become successful farming resources here in Rise of Kingdoms. Now, if you guys find this video to be very helpful, you want to give us some fist bump in here for doing a great job, consider pressing that like button for a virtual fist bump, and consider subscribing if you find it very helpful, honestly, because we have a lot more contents in here that'll help you to succeed in Rise of Kingdoms as well. And if you're curious and you watch this until the end, and you can see that I'm playing this game on my computer, as you can see, you're wondering, how is Shinchi playing this on a computer? I can see the mouse, and when he's trying to type, in here, it's so quick. You can just use a keyboard and type many messages to other players. That's because I'm using this application, the best emulator right now for Android, which is the BlueStacks 5. There's a link in the description. So if you want to download that, it's free to download. That link will directly bring you to the website and download. Just click download. It's easy. And that's an affiliate link as well. And affiliate links means that when you download that, I get money from you downloading it because I'm recommending it to you. And that's also for you to help us out as a content creator for free. Just, contributions, I guess, for doing a great job. If you guys also want to tip us, and I know some other countries are not able to do super chats whenever we do live stream. So if you ever want to tip us, like for doing, hey Shinchi, you're doing a great job. Thanks for helping me. You're saving us so much money here. You're so much efficiency. Great work, man, bro. Thanks so much. In the description, there's a link there for tipping. So, if you guys ever want to just tip us in here, just saying, hey man, that's an amazing job, feel free to do it. I do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. This is something that I love to do, and I love to help out everybody. So tippings are always welcome. Anyway, rockers, thank you for watching. Go check out our merch. Rockers never die. I will see you again next time.